Alrighty then, folks. Hello there, and welcome back to some more MS Saga. So in the last episode, we had, defeated the fourth fort, and then we went and defeated the Devil Gundam and some other stuff. So now we're going through Vladdy Zarth's secret base. Yes, his secret base. So we have everyone set up for the most part. I will say, though, that this is starting to get to the point in the game where I kind of stop playing usually, so I don't know as well going on. I just noticed they actually called the Devil Gundam in this one instead of the Dark Gundam. That's funny. They do call the God Gundam the Burning Gundam, though. So, some's convenient, some's not. But yeah, this is about the time I stop playing usually, because after this point we get into point 3 of the game and it just gets boring as fuck. So, yeah. Look, it's a color-coded, Asimer. Yeah, that's what those things are called. I really wish we got to use one of those, but sadly we don't, so... I actually really like the Asimer. As much as I find the UFO mode dwarfy, I find it hilarious. Plus, in most games, they allow the Asimer to punch people. Which I am all about punching with the giant robot. As if you ever seen me play Lost War Chronicles, that's literally the entire thing I do all game, is like I switch to the Balzac and just start punching people. I'd appreciate it if you died real quick. Thank you, sir. And yeah, I know I could have tried harder on that one, but I didn't. Meh. Hey, an EN pack, though. I don't think there's a real boss to this dungeon, so... I don't think we'll be needing that, but, you know, at the very end of the game when I remember I have items again, those would be really useful. I'm pretty sure that way is the correct way to go, so... Oh, can we not go up there? I also need to turn on invisible, because this is going to get ridiculous. Oh, that being said, you can encounter the Psycho Gundam in here. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, isn't it? But yeah, Psycho Gundam start being random encounters. Or no, we haven't fought the Psycho Gundam yet. We've seen the Psycho Gundam, but we ran away from it. Back after we fight it. As soon as you fight it, it starts being a random encounter. Yeah, training in here is absolutely horrible. I do really like the music in this one. Oh, I don't have Vargas, that's why. We're gonna start having Vargas and Bazuli for most of the things after this, till we get to a certain fight, and then we'll start bringing Resner again as well. I had to think of her name for a second there, I don't know why. Huh. Okay, now chest behind there. Nope. Do we still have stealth systems? We do. We're actually about to, after we reconquer Eisengrad, we're actually going to be able to buy those again, which will be nice. Yeah. So there's a lot of dead end paths like that with just random loot at the end. So I'm gonna be running around and kind of like with a chicken having its head cut off. Yeah. Oops. Want that one. I want... Well, I guess I'll take the internal missiles. They do 3 more damage than the Hyakushiki beam rifle does. After this, also, we're gonna unlock another town. Or no, after the next dungeon, we'll unlock the next town, which allows us to get replacement small arms for everyone. I believe we get, like, the powered machine gun, or something like that. And with the powered machine gun, basically it's a 2-slot that does about as much damage as the Yakushiki beam rifle does. So we'll be using a lot of those. I think we might even get the Shining Gundam's handguard soon. Or we might already have those and they might be on Lifong. I just forgot about them. Yeah, hacking tool, small beam rifle. Yeah, that's one of them. And a regeneration kit DX. That repairs everyone to max. Oops. Hey, Fritzy Poo. Small beam rifle. Small beam rifle is 616. Which, yeah, he doesn't need it. Could I get it on Bazooly somehow? Because that's 316. Though this does make him all beams. But I don't think anyone has an eye field around here, so we should be fine. Door's locked. Yeah, it won't open from this side. So, as you can probably start guessing from the map, it's a giant square. And there's a bunch of passages that loop back around. So we're actually going to avoid going down for now. And we're going to go up. So not this one, but the other one. And then we'll go up and do the loop around and get the loot that's there. And then we'll come down and around. Is this the main room? Yeah, it's the main room. It wouldn't surprise me of misremembering where the square actually starts. Yeah, you will shoot all, and then Bazooly can Giga Bomber. And like us being in the bottom right corner instead of the top right corner like I thought we were. Oh, I think that guy has the Talgi shield. If we got another angle, I could tell you, but eh. And he has a Heat Lance. Those are super unuseful. But I think those are, like, way better than the lances we have now. Yep, that is the Talgi shield. I know I should have shot all, but for some reason I was thinking barrier Marisize were immune to everything but techniques. And since I'm not using Aeon, I can't really funnel them. For a second there, I thought I found a chest right here. I was like, wow, it's a little bit random. Another DX. High armor kit. This door is locked. It won't open from this side. This door is open. So I haven't seen the room where we fight Hal in a very, very long time, so I'm hoping I don't accidentally walk into it, because I'm pretty sure we can't come back here. after it's over. Though this is a red encounter, so either it's gonna be tough or it's gonna be event, yeah. Alright, so we'll just have you power charge, you shoot all, and you shoot all. Ooh, pilot damage. I should use the small beam rifle. That has 1 energy and it does less than, or it does more than the grenades. God damn, Fritz. What the hell? One job, man. One job. Alright. Oh no, it takes 2 energy as well. Kind of a buzzkill, but oh well. Okay, I haven't been to this one yet. That's just an L-shaped hallway going back to that one we were just at. No more recaps, that's fine. And 2 standard repair kits. Really, game. Really. Oh, cool. And yeah, there's nothing up there, so I guess we go down from here? They're still up there, though. I'm gonna go hit that one real quick, and then we'll do down later. Unless we find out that one's locked from the other side, then we'll come back. Okay. I'm assuming that's a quick way to leave kind of thing. Because it's like right next to the entry door, so it makes sense. You know, the funny thing about hallways like this is they're exactly the same, just slightly facing the other way. Alright, so... yeah. I don't know, I guess, should I talk about my MS Saga game? Because that hasn't started yet, but I've done a bunch of planning for it. I've even made a custom loot table using this program that one of my supervisors at work actually gave me. So, like, you just open it through command line, and it's in Python, but basically you can pull up and roll off of a pre-configured loot table that I had created. I just pulled what I had for as a loot table. Because how DMs usually do it is, well, some of them. Either loot is pre-scripted by the DM to be like, after you win the fight, you get X. Kind of like how this game does it. Well, not really how this game does it, but how video games generally do it. But what some DMs do is they create loot tables. So, like, they roll a 100-sided dice, or D100, and figure out, like, if you roll, like, a 15, you get this. If you roll a 20, you get this, that kind of thing. So I built a table like that, and I was just going to use it normally. But then my supervisor showed me this program. So it literally, you roll a number randomly, right? It pulls from a grid. Like, you tell it what the possibilities are. So, like, I have common, uncommon, and then very rare mobile suits. So, like, I say it could be this, this, or this. But there's only, like, a 10% chance it could be very rare mobile suits. So it'll generate a number, and depending on what the program thinks, it'll grab from that number from that table. And, like, I can modify... Excuse me. So yeah, I can modify it so that, like, only 1% of the time it'll pull from the super rare table, and that 1% of the time, it could only be, like, between 1 and 10, or 1 and 5, or even... if they get really lucky and, you know, 1% of the time they'll get a certain mobile suit, but that's about it. And, like, I have basically every weapon Gundam has ever shown, except for the Build Fighter stuff, documented on a table right now. It's kind of freaking ridiculous how much work I put into that. But I have line art, pictures, and stats all generated for literally every weapon ever. Also saw a box. Yeah, I've been working on that. I've been working on building that table, and it uses a SQL database, so like a full-on legit database where it pulls stuff from. There's even like random stupid shit you can pick up, like you can get full-on dining ware for winning a battle. That was apparently set up as a joke in the original for the D&D version they had originally developed. Like, you can get bardings for your horses or dinner sets and shit like that. So I just pulled the idea and started using that, and like, it's miscellaneous loot, and it's completely useless. It's great though. I'm just gonna have you charge. So it's like, oh hey, you guys just blew up like 10 Death Army soldiers. Yeah, they were full of forks. No spoons, just forks. You guys could probably melt those down and sell them for like 6 credits. They're silver though. Nice and shiny, but they're a little bit tarnished by, you know, jelly. Or, you know, there's a full metal barding for a horse. You guys don't have horses, but it's there. And somebody might pay a lot of money for it. I doubt it's how much money you want, but it's a lot. Because yay, trolling my players. That's always the sign of a good DM, right? Oh, fun. Whoops. Alright, so you're gonna power charge that. You're gonna shoot all those guys. You're gonna shoot all those guys. God damn it. Somebody did mention just picking up a bunch of Mind Guards for everyone. I might end up doing that. Mind Guards just make you immune to shock and fear and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And I guess you can do that, and then you can shoot all, like you were supposed to before. I am playing around a little bit with status effects, like, ignited, covered in acid, maybe even overloaded. But I'm not really doing mind or terror or anything like that, because it takes away player agency. It's kind of why you tend to avoid, like, Charm Player and stuff as well. Oh, Bow data. Awesome. And Zaku 3 data. Only 8 of it, though. The Zaku 3, as you saw before when we got that other data, it's definitely in this game, but you have to buy it. And what's the fun in that? We'll end up buying the data and building one. That'll probably be a Vargas suit, I think. Usually I either give it to Resner or Vargas, depending on who we're using at that point in the game. But we're gonna end up bringing Vargas with us almost everywhere we go after this dungeon, I think. Because a lot of the enemies have fuck you melee attacks and that, you know, just instantly kill a player. Especially in the arena. Like, not the next one, but the one after that is a giant pain in the dick. Yeah, those guys aren't too terrible. And hey, we might be able to build a Death Army after this. We're not going to because they're absolutely trash. And I missed the point in the game where I should have got one. But that's fine. Yeah, now more S-Caps. And now Repair Kit DX. I really would spend those S-Caps, but I have nothing to spend them on. I mean, like, I don't think there's any more new Mini-G systems. Like, there's one new town, but I can't even think of where the Mini-G system in it is. Or is there 2 new towns? I don't remember if there's a second one. I know there's a Safe Haven, but not really a new place. Wow, those Q-Blades are fast. It's good to know that that other Zaku survived with 12 HP. And yeah, it's about to funnel us. Let's give it a good stab. In the face. I don't know if we're about to change Tristan's mobile suit for a while. Oh, hey, a Titan's shield. So I don't think we have anyone who needs this. But basically, the the Gundam Mark II shield. There is both a Federation version and the Titans version, so the Mark II shield and the Titan shield. For some reason, the Titan shield's better, but it has a lot less speed, so I'm not going to use it. And it's only 3 better than the Zeta shield. Same size, or actually 1 space smaller, but 27 less speed from it, which is pretty cool. But basically, it's just the different painted Mark II. Sadly, you can't get the Titans Mark II colors in this game, but oh well. I don't think there's anywhere else to go from this room. But yeah, I personally don't see really a point in creating distinction between the AUG Mark II and the Titans Mark II, because literally the only difference is they painted it so it would be a little less likely to get shot at when they're on the battlefield. Then again, they apparently weren't originally planning on using the Mark II as a primary mobile suit till Camille came in, which then they eventually repainted it and they sent one back to Anaheim to be tested, because that was one of the first mobile suits in a while, like in 5 years, that Anaheim hadn't developed. It was developed by an internal Titans team based with a lot of the original researchers from the Gundam, and it didn't really use a lot of the Zeonic stuff that the Titans preferred. Why they preferred it, we don't really know, but they did. You're not wrong, but you're also indoctrinated, so fuck you, dude. I bet you we will go through. I will, Gatling fire you guys and instantly kill you. Ooh. That's a Mars I painted black. Awesome. I was thinking it was going to be more of those Zarth guards, the recolored Asimers. But that's cool too. I probably should have power charged the Cubelays to get the Cubelays out of the way. But, we'll just hit them next round, so it won't really matter. Though we will kill that one, so that should be good. We might actually kill both those Cubelays since we critted one of them. God damn, we missed both of them. That's great. I probably should have Aeon come in and beam field, but I don't feel like it. Crits? Sounds about right. Alright, so regeneration kit. So if you're wondering about the small beam rifle, that is the beam machine gun from the Hyzak and the Marasai. Basically it was a miniaturization of the Zeon created one at the end of the war given to the Action Zaku. Of course, Zeon, or basically what the Titans did was steal the tech from Zeon and then refine it a little bit. It was powerful enough to be useful, and goddamn, I fucking hate that guy. What the fuck, man? But, if you used it, the Hyzak wasn't able to use its beam saber, so it had to go back to an a Heat Hawk or an Iron Axe. So it kind of screwed up the mobile suit and was way too overpowered for what it was. Eventually they would refine that and it wouldn't be an issue, but it was an issue for a while. Though they never changed anything. Usually what they would do is they would give the Hyzak a modified Zaku machine gun and let it use the beam saber. I'm pretty sure this is right before we get into his room. And somebody smoking weed outside my house. That's great. Probably my neighbors again. Oh well. Probably should close that window. Yep. So I think we'll loot this final room and then we'll end the episode. you know, we'll kill these guys and get the loot behind them. Then we'll end the episode. And then next episode, we could finish up fighting Vladdy. Then after we fight Vladdy, we can go start the next dungeon, I guess. Or actually, we'll build the 2 mobile suits we unlocked for beating this dungeon. Or no, we only unlock 1. We unlocked the Zaku 3 soon after, or at least the ability to buy the stuff for it. But I don't think we get enough data to build it in here. I think we only get that 8 and then another 20. Though I think we have about 10 lying over from the Lost City. A beam pistol and a ENVEX. I imagined it would be something a little bit better, but how's the beam pistol looking? Beam pistol. 583. Yeah, not good enough. What does it look like on you? 351. Can we equip that? No, we can't. Eventually, we can actually start using Tree to Gatling fire, but we aren't going to just yet. 173? Yeah, we'll deal with that later. But yeah, we'll eventually start using Tree the exact same way we use Fritz and Bazuli, but not right now, at least. So, folks, I think that'll be that. If you enjoyed the episode, you should like. If you didn't, you should dislike. We'll be back next episode for the ending of this dungeon, and then the beginning of the next one, or at least building 2 new mobile suits. 1. I just got over that. Anyway, folks, good night.